So we're at our final operations with rational numbers. It's dividing. So how to divide fractions is that you need to use common denominator, and then you divide the numerators together. So that you just put them on the same denominator, and then you divide the numerators. Okay, so let's see what that means. Let's do a couple of examples. So first example here, we have eighths and fourths. So I can easily change quarters into eighths because I know that quarter of 8 is 2/8. So quarter of 8 is 2. So 1/4 is 2/8. I have 3/4, so 3/4 of 8 is 6. So 6/8. So I have 5/8 divided by 6/8. So I just so then all I need to do now is I just need to divide the numerators together. So I just do, and again, the same law applies with dividing as it does in multiplying. A negative number divided by a positive number is going to be negative. So it's going to be 5 over 6. 5 divided by 6. And I can just leave my answer like that. You could do 5 divided by 6 and put it to decimal, but because it's in fractions at the beginning, I suggest you leave it as a fraction. Okay, so let's do the same for this one. So before we go any farther, we want to change these into improper fraction. So let's look at the first one. I have 4 and 1/5. To make a whole, I need 5/5. So if I have 4 wholes and one whole is 5/5, so that's 20/5 in altogether. And I have an extra fifth, so that's 21/5, and they're negative. And I'm dividing that with how many thirds? I have 1/3, but I also have 3 wholes. And one whole is 3/3, so that's a total of 9/3 there, and another third, so that's 10/3, and that's negative. So I'm dividing two negatives. I know my answer is going to be positive, so you don't want to forget that. But we have a problem here. We don't have the common denominator. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the common denominator. So what can 3 and 5 make? It's 15. So 1/5 is how many 15ths? Well, what's the fifth of 15? What's the fifth of 15 is 3. So each fifth is 3/15. I have 21/5. So how many 15ths is that? Is 3 times 21 is 63/15. Now I'm going to apply the same logic here. 1/3 is how many 15ths? So what's a third of 15th? It's 5. So I have 10. So each one is 5, so if I have 10, that's 50. 15ths. So again, all I need, once I have the common denominator, I just divide the numerators together, and I know it's going to be positive because I have a negative divided negative, so it's going to be 63 over 50. And that's my answer. All right, so here we go, dividing decimals. So it's the same idea with multiplication. You need to convert these to fractions first. So I have 1 and 38/100ths, or $1.38. That's negative 1/38 over 100. $1.38 divided by 6/10, 6 over 10. And I need to change this into hundreds because I need common denominators. So I know 1/10 is 10 hundredths. 1/10. What's a tenth of a dollar is 10 cents, right? So what's a tenth of 100 is 10. So then this meaning that 6/10, if each tenth is worth 10 hundredths, 60 hundredths. So I have 138 hundredths divided by 60 hundredths. So I have the common denominator. I know my answer is going to be negative because I have negative divided by positive. So it's going to be negative 138 over 60. That's my answer. But here I can simplify because I have two even numbers. So I can change this to half of 138. So half of 130 is 65, and half of 8 is 4. So that's negative 69 over 30. And again, I see another common factor here. I can reduce this again to another fraction. I can, because 3 goes into 69 into 3, so this is the same as negative 3 goes in here 23 times, and here I have 10, so that's the answer right there. Negative 23 tenths. All right, here we go. You want to divide these two, same idea. You have hundreds, so that's negative 25 hundredths divided by negative 3 tenths. So again, the same logic, 1/10 is 10 hundredths, so negative 25 hundredths divided by negative, so this would give me 30 hundredths. So your answer would be negative 25 over negative 30. Two negatives is going to be a positive, so 25 over 30. And you can simplify this. 5 goes into both numbers. It's a common factor. So 5 goes into 25 5 times, and 5 goes into 36 times, so that's your answer, 5, 6. We're going to practice now, so I'll show you practice questions. Make sure you check your word behind the book.